Civil unrest is a stark reality of our times. Understanding the roles of law enforcement and the military is crucial. Their presence signifies an attempt to maintain order but can also escalate tensions. Law enforcement operates under strict protocols. Their actions are governed by a continuum of force. The military plays a supportive role governed by legal frameworks. This act restricts the military's direct involvement in domestic law enforcement. Their presence aims to restore order but can also lead to escalations. Understanding the roles, protocols, and potential dangers is paramount for safety. Law enforcement agencies follow a strict escalation of force protocol during civil unrest. This protocol outlines a graduated response, starting with the most peaceful methods and escalating only when necessary. The first stage typically involves communication and de-escalation tactics. Trained negotiators and community liaisons may attempt to engage with protest leaders, address grievances, and find peaceful resolutions. As the situation intensifies, law enforcement may utilize non-lethal methods to disperse crowds and control the unrest. These methods include tear gas, pepper spray, rubber bullets, and sonic weapons. These tools aim to incapacitate and disperse individuals without causing lethal harm. In extreme cases where there is an imminent threat to life or property, law enforcement may resort to lethal force. This is an absolute last resort, and its use is strictly regulated. Understanding the escalation of force protocol is crucial for individuals caught in civil unrest situations. By remaining aware of the situation, avoiding confrontations, and heeding law enforcement instructions, individuals can mitigate risks and prioritize their safety. In the digital age, surveillance has become an integral part of law enforcement's toolkit during civil unrest. Authorities utilize a range of technologies to monitor crowds, track individuals, and gather intelligence. Drones equipped with high-resolution cameras provide aerial surveillance, capturing a bird's-eye view of the situation. Facial recognition software analyzes video feeds from security cameras and social media, attempting to identify individuals of interest. Stingray devices mimic cell phone towers, intercepting communications and collecting data from nearby devices. Social media monitoring tools scan platforms for keywords, hashtags, and online activity related to the unrest. While these technologies can be valuable for maintaining public safety, they also raise concerns about privacy and potential misuse. Individuals concerned about their privacy should be aware of these surveillance measures and take steps to protect their data. During civil unrest, detentions and arrests can occur swiftly and often chaotically. It's crucial to understand your rights and how to conduct yourself if you find yourself in such a situation. Firstly, remember that you have the right to remain silent. You are not obligated to answer questions beyond providing basic identifying information. It's advisable to politely request legal counsel immediately upon being detained. Be aware of your surroundings and document the situation if possible. Note the time, location, and details of the events leading to your detention. If possible, discreetly record video or audio evidence, but only if it is safe to do so. Cooperate with law enforcement's instructions, but assert your rights clearly and calmly. Understanding your rights and conducting yourself calmly and assertively can help protect you legally and ensure your well-being during these uncertain times. When civil unrest overwhelms local law enforcement, federal agencies may step in to assist. The Department of Justice, through its various branches like the FBI and ATF, can provide investigative and enforcement support. The Department of Homeland Security, with its agencies like CBP and ICE, may also become involved, particularly in border regions or if the unrest involves potential threats to national security. Federal agencies bring specialized resources and expertise to the table. This can include tactical teams for high-risk operations, intelligence analysts to monitor threats and track agitators, and negotiators trained in resolving hostage situations and diffusing tense standoffs. The presence of federal agencies often signifies a significant escalation in the government's response to the unrest. It can also lead to increased scrutiny and potential restrictions on civil liberties. Federal agencies operate under different legal frameworks and often have broader authority than local law enforcement. Understanding the roles and capabilities of these agencies is crucial for individuals caught in the midst of unrest. Their involvement can significantly impact the situation's trajectory. The deployment of the National Guard signifies a significant escalation in the government's response to civil unrest. Governors can activate the National Guard to provide support to local law enforcement when a situation overwhelms their resources and capabilities. National Guard units are typically trained in crowd control, riot dispersal, and security operations, providing a visible deterrent and a surge in manpower. Their presence often alters the dynamics of the unrest, signaling a more forceful approach to restoring order. While National Guard troops are generally subject to the same rules of engagement as law enforcement, their military training and equipment can create a more intimidating and potentially volatile atmosphere. Observing their posture, equipment, and rules of engagement can provide insights into the severity of the situation and the potential for escalation. If you find yourself in an area where the National Guard has been deployed, it's crucial to remain calm, comply with their instructions, and avoid any actions that could be misconstrued as hostile or provocative. Your safety and well-being should be your top priority. The Posse Comitatus Act, enacted in 1878, limits the military's role in domestic law enforcement. It prohibits the use of the U.S. Army and Air Force from executing tasks like making arrests or conducting searches. This separation ensures the military isn't used against citizens, a cornerstone of American democracy. However, there are exceptions. The military can assist in emergencies and provide training to law enforcement. The President can also invoke the Insurrection Act to deploy troops domestically. This balance is crucial during times of unrest. The Insurrection Act of 1807 is a powerful tool for responding to civil unrest. It allows the President to deploy federal troops to suppress insurrections or unlawful obstructions. Unlike the Posse Comitatus Act, the Insurrection Act provides a legal pathway for military intervention. The President must issue a proclamation ordering insurgents to disperse. This serves as a formal warning before deploying troops. The act has been invoked to quell labor strikes, race riots, and enforce desegregation. Its use raises concerns about executive overreach and militarization of law enforcement. Navigating civil unrest requires a heightened sense of awareness and a proactive approach to personal safety. Here are some crucial tips to enhance your chances of staying safe during such situations. First, avoid large gatherings. Crowds can turn unpredictable quickly, escalating from peaceful protests to chaotic riots in an instant. If possible, avoid large gatherings altogether, especially those with a history of violence or where tensions are high. Second, stay informed. Monitor news reports, social media feeds, and official announcements to stay abreast of the situation's evolution. Pay attention to road closures, curfews, and areas to avoid. Third, plan your route. If you must travel through an area experiencing unrest, plan your route carefully, avoiding potential flashpoints and identifying safe havens like hospitals or police stations along the way. Fourth, blend in. Avoid wearing clothing or carrying items that could identify you as a supporter or opponent of a particular group. Opt for neutral colors and avoid displaying any symbols or slogans that could incite aggression. While we all hope for peaceful resolutions to societal conflicts, it's prudent to prepare for the possibility of civil unrest. Here's a checklist to help you prepare for such uncertain times. First, assemble an emergency kit. A go bag containing essentials like water, non-perishable food, first aid supplies, a flashlight, a whistle, and copies of important documents is crucial. Second, establish a communication plan. Have a plan with family members or roommates, designating a meeting point and backup contact information in case of separation. Third, have cash reserves. Withdraw a reasonable amount of cash in small denominations, as ATMs and banks may be inaccessible during emergencies. Fourth, fuel up. Keep your vehicle's gas tank at least half full, as gas stations may be closed or experience long lines during unrest. Lastly, consider first aid training. Civil unrest is a complex and often volatile phenomenon, testing the very fabric of society. Understanding the roles of law enforcement and the military, their protocols, and the legal frameworks governing their actions is paramount for navigating these turbulent times safely. By staying informed, remaining vigilant, and prioritizing your well-being, you can increase your chances of weathering the storm and emerging from these challenging situations unscathed. Remember, knowledge is power, And in times of uncertainty, understanding the dynamics of power can be the key to safety and survival. Navigating the storm requires preparation and awareness.